What's up, everybody? Tyler Enlows here, welcoming you to episode 4 of the F17 Fitness Podcast. I can't thank you enough for joining me today. Before we get into today's topic, I'd like to invite you to go to F17fitness.com, sign up to receive your free ebook, The Ultimate Guide to Fasting. After reading this guide, you'll have a stronger walk with God and a body ready for change. Alright, let's get into today's question. Today's question is, what are seed-bearing plants? How I got to this question was in my Bible reading, Genesis 1. Start off in the good old Genesis 1:29. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. This will be your food. Can't get much straightforward than that. God straight up says, this is what I'm giving you to eat. You need to eat it. Bam. Mic drop. Done. The best part of this, though, is kind of what comes before that. God has just created man. He's talking with Adam, and he's like, okay, so you're now mankind. This is what's going on. And this is all said in Genesis 1:28. I'll just read it straight out. It says, God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in number. Basically, reproduce. Then it said, fill the earth and subdue it. Oh, that's part with the increasing number. Sorry. Then it's, rewind. I'm just going to read the whole verse. Genesis 1:28. God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and increase in numbers. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground. Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. This will be your food. So, Adam gets put on the earth. God's talking with him. Right off the bat, he goes, I want you and Eve to get quote-unquote biblical and reproduce the world. Okay, we all can agree with that that's something we all should probably do. It's good for mankind, or else we all would die off. The second one is he gives Adam and Eve a job. They're in charge of everybody. They got to make sure everything's flowing and working well. Then the third thing he talks about is this is what you need to put into your body to make you good. Not good like going to heaven good, but make your body good. Eating the fruits, eating the vegetables, eating the nuts of the trees. But what does that actually mean? For the most part, nuts and seeds, we all know what that means. That's your almonds, your cashews, your chia seeds, your flax seeds, macadamia nuts, pecans, walnuts, any seed of any kind for the most part. Roasted is maybe the most flavor you can get out of them. I would go raw. You don't want the super salted, the sugar, the party mixes that you might see on that aisle where all the nuts are. Nuts are and seeds, those are the easy. But what are the seed-bearing plants? That's when I had to actually do some research and look into what plants actually had seeds and all of that aspects. So you're looking at your apples, your avocados, your broccolis, your carrots. Yeah, carrots have seeds. Celery, cucumbers, eggplants. Pears, pumpkin seeds, zucchinis, tomatoes. All those great fruits and vegetables, berries, have seeds in them. So right from the beginning, God said, you need to eat nuts, seeds, and fruits and vegetables. We can all get on the same page that that's really what the foundation of our diet should be. I know they got rid of the food pyramid a couple of years ago, and that visual was nice, but they now have on myplate.gov, which is the government kind of nutritional guidelines. There'll be a link in the show notes. That's where they show a plate diagram now of how you should eat, and half of that plate is fruits and vegetables. There's also the DASH diet, which is basically, and this isn't the right words, but the medical grade nutrition plan. This is the quote unquote token plan that any medical professional is going to give you. There's no Atkins in it. There's no South Beach diet. The DASH diet is kind of the safety net generic diet for weight loss and eating healthy. The fun thing about the DASH and the government is they're roughly the exact same diet plan. They both suggest that you need 4 servings of fruit and 4 servings of vegetables. What does a serving look like? You're looking at about 2 to 2.5 cups is 4 servings. So a half a cup is a serving of a fruit. Half a cup is a serving of a vegetable. In real life, what that means is you're looking for an apple. That's going to be 1 serving. A carrot. That's going to be 1 serving. For the most part, your average size fruits and vegetables, that's going to be 1 serving. Just eating 1 in all. This might be a odd conclusion I got to. I was looking through the Bible for fruits and vegetables and kind of figuring out what was best and what other kind of biblical teachings about fruits and vegetables there were. And by no means do I think that this is a hidden thing that God put in the Bible for us. I did just find it interesting that in Galatians 5:22 through 23, the good old fruit of the spirits. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there are no love. If you count those out, there's 9 of them. So, I know it's a stretch. Don't email me and being like, God's not actually telling you to eat 9 fruits and vegetables. I understand that. It's just a funny coincidence that the fruit of the spirits, there's 9 of them, and all the diets are saying that you need to eat 8 servings. So if you ate 9 of them, you would beat the diets and it would be good. Just saying, don't get all angry with me and start twittering me and yelling at me. You're changing the Bible. I'm just saying it's a funny coincidence. I've got basically, what is this? This is 5 tips. I've got 5 tips for you to kind of make eating the fruits and vegetables the best possible. That's the hardest aspect of eating 8 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables, is they get really boring really fast. My first tip is you can season fruits and vegetables like you season your meat. More often than not, people love eating the meats and the pastas because there's flavor to them, but people just take their fruits and vegetables and eat them and move on. I wouldn't put steak seasoning on fruit, but steak seasoning on some zucchini, throw it in the oven, boom, out, delicious. So spice it up just like you would anything else with some of those spices in your spice cabinet that you like. My second thing for you is don't be afraid to try stuff. Have you ever thrown some vegetables on the grill? Phenomenal. Have you ever made a Greek salad? Have you ever tried eating things raw but then some of them cooked and mixing those up? Have fun with your food. I know that it's been said since you were born, don't play with your food. Playing with your food and having fun with your food, 2 completely different things. And the last kind of thing I'd like you to work on is planning it out, having the nuts, the seeds, and the vegetables there beforehand helps 1,000%. Having in your refrigerator already cut up celery, dip it in some peanut butter, you're good to go. Already having trail mix made, you're then good to go on. It tends to be when we are pressed for time and running out the door that we make the bad choices. So make it easy to make the good choices of eating these seed-bearing plants, the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts, the seeds. So I know that was a lot to kind of think about. Fun fact for you, I made it even easier for you because all you need to do is go to 517fitness.com/episode 4, just the number 4, and I will have a list of all the seed-bearing fruits, nuts, and seeds and vegetables that I could remotely come up with. There's going to be recipes for salads, soups, how to grill certain vegetables that are great for grilling, my trail mix recipe, and then probably one of the greatest things my wife has come up with is a vegetable lasagna. No carbs, well, no pasta. There's technically carbs in it because vegetables have carbs, but that's on a completely different podcast that we'll talk about the difference of carbs. There's no pasta in it, no refined flour and all that good stuff. So I highly suggest picking up that recipe and trying it out. It is a game changer. So with that, I just want to thank you so much for listening today. It means the world that you're joining me on this journey. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe in iTunes and leave an honest review. It makes it way easier for people to find this show. Go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I love chatting it up with you guys. It's been a blast since I've started this podcast and just talking with you guys on there. And last but not least, of course, as always, I want to end the show with the Bible verse of the episode. It is Matthew 12:33. Make a tree good, and its fruit will be good. And make a tree bad, and its fruit will be bad. For a tree is recognized by its fruit. With that, have a great day. Finish strong. God bless. Bye.